So we have this new article on The Guardian, which talks about many aspects of creating the new Alien Earth TV series. The story is different because it's something that starts off as a prequel. So let's get right to the main points in this article. They first talk about the success Noah Hawley had with Fargo, which won 3 Emmys in 2014. The series would star Billy Bob Thornton and Martin Freeman. The show would run from 2014 to 2024. When a show can last 10 years with a rating of 8.8 out of 10, you can tell it's really good, and the director knows what he's doing. Alien Earth is a prequel series to the first movie in 1979. When talking about the xenomorph, Hawley says, "may be the best monster ever invented cinematically," and this would be a new direction for the franchise to continue with a TV series. The approach had to be different from last year's successful offshoot, Alien Romulus. An Alien movie is a 2-hour survival story, so the monsters can just be monsters. But in a 10-hour, 30-hour, 50-hour show, the monsters have to exist for a reason. You're also not killing everybody off. So there has to be a continuing serialized story in which the monsters fit. Hawley pitched an idea of what was happening on Earth in the years before the events of Alien. It is set in 2120, a couple of years before Sigourney Weaver and her blue-collar crew of space truckers will have their fateful close encounter, and the Earth has, rather plausibly, been carved up by a cabal of all-powerful tech corporations. Weyland-Yutani, the franchise's long-standing corporate baddie, is obviously in the mix, but a pushy rival called Prodigy has secretly cracked transhumanism, decanting consciousness into powerful synth bodies. The catch is that only young minds are flexible enough for the process. So terminally ill kids are being reborn as Herculean but emotionally immature hybrids. If you're telling a story about humanity, there's nobody more human than a child. They don't know they're bad liars. They can't pretend they're not scared. And they learn to be cynical. So that was interesting to me. When a hulking research vessel crashes into Prodigy City, the hybrids are deployed. They are now faster, stronger, and don't break like humans. The aim was to evoke the feeling of watching Alien for the first time. They don't have to carry the day. They just have to offer that feeling of unpredictability. By introducing these other creatures, I am able to give you a sense of, well, now I don't know what's going to happen. The rest of the article just talks about Noah Hawley's life, like growing up in New York City. He's got a twin brother who also works as a TV writer and producer. They mention other members of his family. He did study political science and worked as a paralegal, then moving to San Francisco where he published his first novel. I think a really interesting point in this project is how they're going to expand the story so long over so many episodes to keep the alien showing up in many scenes, and how that's going to play with the other life forms we saw in the trailer. So that's all the info from that article about Alien Earth. Leave a like on the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.